conducted under the supervision of a brand new IEC, meaning he's going to sack. The Supreme Court would not even sack or dissolve IEC with the chairmanship of Momar Njai, because he lost during Momar Njai's reign as the chairman of the IEC. So therefore, he needs to bring about or bring up or build a brand new IEC with a different chairman. Maybe that will give him more chance of winning. But we say no to all that. Jammeh is not going to elections with nobody, with no political party on this earth, specifically in the Gambia. Because Jammeh su amut fayda, ni Gambian si am nañ fayda. And President-elect Mai Fati was also trying to not warn Gambians, but to inform Gambians of the meddling of the APRC, and specifically advising the APRC members of to basically stop making stories, hatred stories around their party members have been attacked, or tensions, tribal tensions, Mandingos or tribes going out there attacking Jolas, or also his mom was called names and stuff. So it's all Jammeh's mechanism to just say to people, you know what, all these things, all this election, hoo-ha was wrong and it was all gone wrong. I've been cheated upon, so therefore we have to have fresh elections. But the coalition are now trying to stand firm and fight their corner, because they're in the right and the whole world will support them. And the coalition is also sending an outcry to the United Nations Security Council, the ECOWAS, the AU, to support and get involved in asking Jammeh to step down immediately. And that's crystal. Jammeh knows he should step down if he doesn't want to the international community and the Gambian voters to take a different route, or to go for plan B. We don't wish any form of havoc or any form of destabilization of the sub-region or of the Gambia, but what Jammeh is doing is provocative. He's provoking. First of all, he's provoking the electorates, those people who are yearning for freedom, who are yearning for development, who are yearning for that global village that everybody enjoys. One man cannot just wake up one morning and say, you know what, I don't want people in England or people in America to still stay in touch with people down here because simply I got something to do or something to say which I don't want them to know or hear about. So all that's obscure, that's nonsense. That's silly for the head of state to dissolve or sack all judges in the Supreme Court, meaning bar the Supreme Court. Then today, he himself, he needs the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court is nowhere to be found because he himself has dissolved it years ago since he sacked Mr. Jane and Mr. Sok. So, there you have it. And the coalition also is telling Jammeh is telling Jammeh to respect, and Jammeh supporters to respect the will of the Gambian people, to respect the will of the electors, those people who have no other power or other voice other than their voters' card. They went this time. The Gambians could have deployed or employ force or power to remove Jammeh, but they didn't, which is fantastic for the last 22 years. I will never be tired saying this. I'm really proud of the Gambia. Why? There were coup d'etats, attempted coups, and some of those coups, I think 99.9% of those coups were alleged coups. They haven't been investigated properly. The accused were arrested, jumbled up in unmarked cars or four-wheel drives, drive them up and waste their lives and kill them, finish them. Jammeh supporters, please, 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 you have no other enemy than Jammeh. Jammeh is your number one enemy. If you have to fight someone or you have to oppose somebody right now in the Gambia, the first person you should be opposed to is Jammeh's action. Would a sane man, somebody who is sane, is well up there, would accept defeat on Friday the 2nd, then Friday the 8th? After 6 days, actually, after 6 days, he came back and said no. He tried making stories. He tried his best. I'm not saying he's stupid, but he had no leg to stand on when he was making his statement of rejecting the elections. You couldn't make out what he was trying to appeal against. First of all, when he said 300,000 people didn't turn out to vote, he would like to know the reason why. That's not up to him. Those people have got the choice not to turn up to vote. You can register to vote and then don't turn up to vote. It could be considered compulsory, but you don't have to. But as a citizen of a country, a good citizen, you should vote. You should have a voice. But if those 300,000 people didn't come to vote, and among those people, some of them were told the election is over because Barrow has won. If on my way to vote, I got stopped by a friend of or a service personnel, telling me it's no need for you to go and vote because Barrow has won already. How do you know who I'm going to vote for? Even if I could, maybe these people may be all wearing green, meaning they're more likely to vote for Jammeh. Unless they're all wearing greens, all those 300,000 people who were turned away or didn't turn up to vote, they would have all voted for Jammeh. But regardless, this IEC was formed by Jammeh. He himself cherry-picked all the members, I would say, of the IEC, including the chairman, with trust, knowing that they're going to deliver in fairness and integrity, which was the case. We have witnessed it. All Gambians, and friends of the Gambia, the whole world, the international community, we have all witnessed it, live and direct. Yes, we all seen it. We all heard it. We still got the videos where Jamus making, calling Barrow to congratulate Barrow of the victory and accepting defeat. We've seen it. We got it. And you can never delete that, Mr. Jammeh. And my advice to you is for you to go down. You would have gone down in the history book of the Gambia and also of the world on the second Friday, the second. You need to remember this date. Friday, the 2nd of December. Had you kept it that way, you would have been the greatest person who would be prosecuted in the ICC, or the greatest person who would be prosecuted in the courts in Senegal. Because despite you saying yes, you lost the elections, the president-elect, the new government, the new Chief Justice cannot pardon on behalf of every single victim you killed for the last 22 years. So by you accepting the defeat and trying to play the dumb or trying to play the intelligent, whichever way you choose, it means nothing, Jammeh. You know it. The sons and children of Solo Sandeng would love to know what happened to their dads. Where's the corpse? Where's the body? The children and relatives and loved ones of the Deda Haidara would really love to know what happened. There must be an investigation into all these crimes. And also the alleged so-called taking the prisoners to Janjambure. Suddenly the truck somersaulted and the soldiers escaped. The then CDS said they could have even killed them, but they didn't kill them. He didn't know why they could not have killed them. So all those things needs to be investigated. Ibulo, Basiru Barrow, Lamin Sise, Lamin Koro Sise. Come on. Some of those people's parents, were affected by what happened to their loved ones. They died. They died crying in pain because of Jammeh, because you are the head of the government. Anything that happens in the Gambia or to the Gambian people for the last 22 years or 23 years, you are responsible. You are. If your NIA, your security service, your junglers, they are so good to get you the information you need to stay in power with strong security, they should be able to investigate some of these deaths, man. They should be. They should be. They're too good. NIA, they're very good. Even if you think in your mind to hate Jammeh, even in your mind, in your head, you just hate Jammeh in your head, they would tell him, they would know it. So they are too good. They are very good. So such good force should be able to investigate some of these deaths and come out with some results. Some detailed explanations to why and how these people died. So, with all that Jammeh supporters, I think it's about time to turn your back to Jammeh and say to Jammeh, you know what, we for you are a true Muslim, we for you are a true Pan-Africanist, a true patriot, but you're not. We for you love the Gambia. We for you feel for the Gambian people, but you don't. You have moved your wife, your son and daughter to the States. So you want to resist and bring chaos. You brought chaos for the last 22 years, you're the only one preaching hate, tribal hate,